Prices are leveling in Almaden Valley. Are there opportunities coming? Stay tuned as we go into the actual market charts through September 30th, 2021 to talk about where the market is headed. So here we are with the Almaden market stats. So I want you to stay to the end because I'm going to talk about the market forecast through the rest of the year and looking into 2022. So here's the stats. Look at this prices, up 6.8%. Now, as you know, Almaden Valley bounces around a little bit and we'll look at the chart, but year over year, we're up 20%, which is quite a bit higher than the San Jose average. If you watch my video on that, San Jose was averaging 12.6% year over year. So significantly more in Almaden Valley. I think the pandemic really pushed people to move here because of schools and bigger homes and bigger lots. So the number of offers are slowing though, and we're down to just 4% over asking. That's dropping the demand a little bit. Sales are also down, the number of them quite a bit from the month before and also from the year before. Now, if you remember, 2020 was a little bit of a delayed sales market. We didn't have the proper spring and it got pushed into the fall. So that's part of the reason why we're seeing that now. We've got a little bit more typical sales numbers and actually a little bit even stronger sales numbers in Almaden for this time of year. So looking forward, I expect the prices to settle a little bit, and the condition of your home is extremely important in the value because I can talk about the buyers that are coming in are high-tech dual income buyers in most cases, or, professional dual income, of course, and they don't have a lot of time to worry about little repairs and fixes and odds and end updates. So let's talk about the key takeaways for this month. Days of inventory is all the way up to 30. So that's quite a bit because the supply is steadily increasing. Some homes are overpriced and sitting a little bit. Sellers were getting maybe a little excited about the prices and kept trying to push them more and more, and the market's starting to say no. But pending sales are up quite a bit, 35%, really up. They were up in all of San Jose as well, but Almaden seen a bigger spike as well for the increase in pending sales. Now, inventory was up 22%, but not as much as the new number of sales, right? So 4.9% is the sales price to list price ratio on average. That's down. It was over 8% last month because our inventory is starting to meet the demand. There's just not as many offers on each property. We have 42 pending and just 22 active as of September 30th, and that is 65% of the homes are in contract, which is a little bit higher than the previous month of 63%. So that means all the homes that are available for sale, a huge portion, way more than half, are already in contract. That's an interesting number to watch and gives us an indication of how quickly the market is moving. Now, I expect the demand to slow again as the holidays approach, just very typical and very seasonal, especially in Almaden Valley. So here's the chart. Let's zoom in a little bit. But I want to point out that prices are stabilizing, sales are slowing, and the inventory is looking much more like normal seasonal numbers. So if we look over here, this dotted pink or purpley line is a 6-month rolling average of the median price. So as you can see, that is definitely settling. We saw such a huge appreciation at the end of 2020 and early 2020 or through 2021, but we're starting to level out. The pending sales of this dotted line, look at that big shoot up again of the pending sales, and inventory continues to steadily increase, this yellow line. And the green line, the sales, they're dropping, but I do expect a little pop up in October because of those pending sales numbers. So my market forecast, like I promised you, well, pending's definitely popped up. So we're going to see sales increasing. We might even see another bump of sales as we get the last push before the holidays and we have a little bit more inventory in Almaden Valley, which we just haven't had in so long. I think buyers are getting excited and jumping in. But generally, we're going to be slowing down for the season. That's pretty typical. I just think it's going to be a little stronger than typical that we would see this time of year. And I do expect January and February to be really strong, again, just because we've had really low inventory. If you look back at history, when we've had low inventory falls, the prices really pop up in the spring. So if you look at 2018, for example, we had a pretty good increase in prices in the fall of 2017 and 2018, just because inventory was so extremely low. The other years, it kind of tends to be flat or not too exciting. But the end of 2019, inventory was decent and, prices just held steady. So I do think, like I said, we're going to have a really strong spring because this low inventory is definitely not helping buyers who want to get into Almaden Valley, and they're going to be ready to pounce and jump right after the holidays. Now's a great time to prep your house for sale for 2022. If you have some questions, don't know what to do, watch my video on 8 improvements to increase your value. If you're looking to buy in Almaden Valley, want to get a little bit better feel for the different areas, watch my neighborhoods tour playlist as well to get an idea. Thanks for watching.
At Homeowner Experience Real Estate, we are not your typical real estate agency. Our detailed market watch, step-by-step processes, and technical backgrounds help our team support your unique Silicon Valley real estate needs. Our business philosophy is to provide step-by-step guidance and empower you to make informed, fact-based decisions. We have proven to be experts at modern digital marketing. Call today for an initial consultation or visit our free reports page for resources, videos, and market updates. Experience the difference with our local market expertise.